Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zidni ilma, Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Allahumma la sahla illa ma ja'altahu sahlan wa anta taj'alul huzna idha shi'ta sahlan. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We will be solving today October-November 2021 058022. Before we start the paper, we ask Allah Ta'ala to help us out, inshallah. So, question number 1, it says the temperature at midnight is minus 8.5. The temperature at 11 a.m. is minus 1. Work out the difference. Difference means you have to subtract both of the numbers. So minus 8.5 minus minus 1. So this turns out to be minus 8.5 plus minus is plus 1. So this is minus 7.5. So the difference is going to be 7.5 degrees. Moving on to question number 2. The stem and leaf diagram shows the age in years of each of the 15 women. Complete these statements. The model age. Model is the highest occurring number, as in the number which occurs the most times. So look, this is going to be 31 represents 31. So this is 31, 35, 38, 39. No model from here. 41 is coming 2 times. Let's just write it down. 42, 43, 45, 46, 49, 50, 52, 53, 58. So the model age is 41. Median age. Median is basically the middle. So the formula is n plus 1 divided by 2. N is going to be 15 because there are 15 women. 15 plus 1 divided by 2, that is going to be 16 upon 2. Alright. 16 upon 2 is 8. So the 8th number is the median age. The 8th number is the median age. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the number 43. Alright. So the median age is 43. The percentage of women that are older than 51. So look, older than 51 basically means 52, 53, 58. There are 3 women which are older than 51. So 3 upon 15 multiply by 100, and that will give you the answer, which is 20%. So that's how you're done with the first 2 questions. Moving on to our next question, says change 2.15 hours into minutes. Alright, very simple. 2 hours is already, multiply the whole thing by 60. Just to make your life easy, multiply the whole thing by 60. So 2.15 multiplied by 60 is actually 129 minutes. So let us write this down. Moving on to question number 4. Triangle ABC and triangle ACD are isosceles triangles. Angle DAB, this angle is 86, and angle ADC is 58. Okay, find the value of x. No problem, we can easily find it. First and foremost, if you look at this question, these are isosceles triangles. Alright, so if this side is 58 degrees, this side is also going to be 58 degrees. So now we will find this side only. Okay, what I'm trying to say is make this triangle separately. This whole thing is 86. We don't know this part, only this part. So let's write it as y. This side is 58. This side is also 58. Let's do 58 plus 58. Just to avoid any calculation errors, I'm using the calculator to be on the safe side. 116. So 180 minus 116 will give you the value of y. 180. 64. So it basically means, I'll use the color red to explain you guys better. This side is 64. Now we will subtract 86 from 64 to find this. Alright, so 86 minus 64 is 22. So this side is 22. So if I make this triangle, this side is 22, and since this is also an isosceles triangle, this is also going to be x, this is also going to be x. So 22 plus x is equals to 180 degrees. 2x is equals to 180 minus 22. Alright. 180 minus 22 divided by 279. The answer is 79 degrees. Question number 5. Angelique Q rents a room for a party The cost of renting the room is $15.5 for the first hour and then $7.25 for each additional hours. Acha, to make your lives easier, which is already too miserable to begin with, just kidding. Just highlight these things. Additional hour, first hour. She pays 95.25 in total. Work out the total number of hours she rented the room. It's very simple. Just make an equation. For the first hour, it's 15.5. Alright, so you just write 15.5 plus 7.25x, because you don't know how many more hours you rented the room for, so you just wrote x. And the total cost is 95.25. So 7.25x is equals to 95.25 minus 15.50. Okay? Let's use our...
Yeah, different method for this question.
We'll discuss your method as well, no problem. No problem. Let me solve, then we'll discuss your method as well. So it's 79.75. 79.75. 7.25x is equals to 79.75. X is equals to 79.75 divided by 7.25. Answer divided by 7.25. So it's 11. So you guys are going to write as 11. Those who write 11 as the answer, it's wrong. Now I'll tell you why. Even my student told me over here, it is very good. Because you guys forget to add the first hour. This is the first hour. You paid 15.50 for the first hour. So you use the room for an additional 11 hours. So it says work out the total number of hours. Total number of hours is first 1 hour. For you guys paid $15.5 plus 11 additional hours. So it's going to be 12. That's the answer.
Alright.
Moving on to question number 6. Without a calculator, workout. Okay. Just you have this whole thing. Just divide it first, because we use the BODMAS or the BEDMAS method. So this is going to be divided by 7 upon 6. 1 upon 3 multiplied by 6 upon 7. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are, so it's 2 upon 7. Now 2 upon 7 plus 1 upon 5. Just multiply this with 7, multiply this side with 7, multiply this with 5, multiply this with 5 as well. So 10 plus 7 upon 35 is going to be 17 upon 35, which is your final answer. Moving on to the next question. Katie has 5 white flowers, X red flowers, and 2x plus 1 yellow flowers. She picks a flower. The probability that it is white is 1 upon 2. Find the probability that it is yellow. Never ever get intimidated by such questions. Just make data. 5 white flowers. Then you have plus X red flowers. And then you have plus 2x plus 1 yellow flowers. Okay. The probability that it is a white, white is 1 upon 12. Alright. So basically we will work out the number of white flowers. Alright. So we will do 5 multiplied by 1 upon 12, which is 5 upon 12. Basically out of 12 flowers, there are 5 white flowers. Now the question is saying find the probability that it is yellow. Or there is another thing that you guys can do, which is equivalent. Basically, in order to find probability, we write a number upon total outcome. Alright, so basically there are 5 white flowers, and how many total flowers are there? The question is how many total flowers are there? So 5, basically there are 5 plus x plus 2x plus 1. These are the total number of flowers. So total flowers are 3x plus 6. So 5 upon 3x plus 6 is equivalent to 1 upon 12, because I have written the way to write down the probability of white flowers. White flowers upon total flowers is equals to 1 upon 12. Now what we will do, we will cross multiply this whole thing. Let me go down a bit. So this is 5 multiplied by 12 is equals to 1 multiplied by 3x plus 6. 5 12s is 60 is equals to 3x plus 6. 3x is equals to 60 minus 6. 3x is equals to 54. X is equals to 54 divided by 3. Now 54 divided by 3 is basically 18. So x is 18. Alright, so basically that means we need to find the probability that it is a yellow. Alright, it is a yellow flower. So basically how many yellow flowers are there? Let's first calculate how many total flowers are there. 5 plus, instead of x we will use the same equation, plus 18 plus 2 multiplied by 18 plus 1. So this is 5 plus 18 plus 36 plus 1. 5 plus 18 plus 36 plus 1, 60. Total flowers are 60. And how many are yellow? 2x plus 1, which basically means 37. 36 plus 1. So I will do 37 upon 60. The yellow flowers, the probability of yellow flowers is 37 upon 60. That's how you solve it. Now question number 8. Just pull out your greatest weapon of all times. Go back 4, third, and then do this. Shift 39, 1 upon 16 is going to be 2.5. Write these values in order of size starting with the smallest. First of all, convert all of them. Either you can do it in decimal. I can't do anything about that. Let me just use the color white. Alright. Let's convert all of them into decimals. 2.1 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 1 basically means it's going one place back, so it's 0.21. This is 0.2222. 22% is 0.22 only. Under root 0.2, let's calculate it. Under root 0.2 is basically 0.4472. And this is going to be 0.024. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Write these values in order starting with the smallest. As you can see, the smallest one over here is this. Alright. Oh, sorry, my bad. It's not this, it's this one. 0.024. 0.024. Because you know you're going 3 places back. So just write 24 upon 1000. After that you have, which number is the smallest? It's 0.21. So just write 2.1 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 1. After that you have 0.22, which is 22%. Then you have 0.2 recurring one, and then you have under root 0.2. Now it says the interior angle of a regular polygon is 156. Alright, first of all, remember exterior angle is equals to interior angle 180 minus interior angle. 180 minus interior angle. So it's going to be 180 minus 156. Alright. Reason being, if I make a diagram like this, this is interior angle, this is 156. I want to find the exterior angle, I subtract it with 180. Simple logic. (24). You get 24. Now n is equals to 360 divided by exterior angle. You will get the number of sides. Alright. So 360 divided by 24. 360 divided by 24. 15. There are 15 sides to it. Now let's start the next question. So question number 11. A car starts its journey by accelerating from rest at a constant rate of 0.7 meters ठीक है, for 20 seconds, ठीक है, before reaching a constant speed of 14 meters per second. It then travels 14 meters per second for a distance of 210 meters. If you look at this graph is speed time graph. So, and you are given distance. So now you will use speed and distance to find out time. So speed is equals to distance upon time. Alright, the speed was 14 meters per second. 14, distance is 210 upon time. So time is equals to 210 divided by 14. If I do this, 210 divided by 14, 15. So this basically means the car traveled 15 seconds, alright, at this speed. So from 20 to 25, 5 seconds, 10, 15, alright. So 20 plus 15, or you can do 20 plus 15 because the car is at 20 over here, it's going to be 35. So 35 is over here. Alright, so basically the car traveled constantly till here. Now the car then deaccelerates at a constant rate of 1.4 before coming to a stop. Whenever we are tasked with acceleration or deacceleration, basically we use the formula of gradient. So gradient is what? Change in y over change in x. Alright, change in y over change in x. So gradient is how much? 1.4. They have given us 1.4. Alright, before coming to a stop. Now if the car is going to come to a stop, it is coming all the way down from 14 till 0. So change in y is 14. If you look at it, the car is over here, it's coming all the way down till 0. So how much is change in y? I'll use another color. How much is change in y? This whole thing is change in y, so it's going to be 14. Change in x, we don't know. So x is equals to 14 divided by 1.4, x is equals to 10. Alright. So basically, within the next 10 seconds, the car reaches the speed of 0. So you're already standing at 35 and you will reach till 45. So you will make a, let me use my scale, why not use technology? For some reason my touch screen isn't working, and now it will. Yeah, so I will make a line like this, and hence your graph is complete, simple, and you're done. You easily get 3 marks, so easy. Moving on to question. Alright, question number 12. The table shows the first 5 terms of a sequence A, B and C, and you have to write the nth term basically. So if you look at question number sequence A, the difference is of minus 5. Alright, you're going 5 places back. So 8 minus 5 is 3. 3 minus 5 is minus 2. So the formula is basically n a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. A is the first term. In this question, the first term is 8 plus n is the nth term minus 1, and d is the difference. Difference is how much? Minus 5. So this turns out to be a plus bracket minus 5n plus 5. So 8 plus 5 is 13, 13 minus 5n. So this is your n term, 13 minus 5n. Moving on to question number 2. If you look, the first term is 2, then this second term, third term, it's increasing by 1. All of these terms below are increasing by 1. So I can basically write this question as 2 upon 1 as well. I can write it as 2 upon 1. So all the upper numbers are also increasing by 1, or the lower numbers are also increasing by 1. So what basically I will say n plus 1, because the upper number is always 1 ahead of the lower number. If the lower number is 2, if we are talking about the second term, the numerator is above the second term, it's 3. If if it's the third term, the denominator is 3 and the numerator is 4 plus 1. So n plus 1 upon n, that's how you're going to do it. So moving on to sequence C, these types of sequence need a bit of observation. Let me just correct my camera. Yeah. So these types of sequence need a bit of observation. So this is the first term. I will be writing down terms. N is equals to 1, N is equals to 2, N is equals to 3, N is equals to 4, N is equals to 5. The first term is 1 upon 2, which I can write as 2 raised to power minus 1. Alright, 2 raised to power minus 1. The second term is going to be 2 raised to power 0, because 2 raised to power 0 is 1.
Yeah.
The third term is going to be 2 raised to power 1. Fourth is going to be 2 raised to power 2, because 2 raised to power 2 is 4. And the fifth one is 2 raised to power 3. Now if you were to look at this question, there is a relation. And the relation is that the base in all of these questions is 2.
Yeah.
Base is 2, so you write 2 over here. And n, if you look at the difference, n minus 2, the difference is of minus 2. The difference in like 1 minus 3 is minus 2. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. So it's 2 raised to power n minus 2. Now, in order to be always sure, always plug it in and check. For example, if I plug in the fifth term, so 2 raised to power 5 minus 2, it's 2 raised to power 3. Here you go, 8. Let's check the third term. 2 raised to power 3 minus 2, 2 raised to power 1 is 2. Hence, we have proved it as well. So you guys need a bit of observational skills in such questions. Moving on, this one, write 243 multiplied by 27 raised to power 2n as a single power. Just ignore, I had solved this paper before as well. So in a single power of 3. So basically 243 you can write as 3 raised to power 5. Multiply by 27 you can write as 3 raised to power 3, because 3 times 3 raised to power 3 is 27. Multiply by 2n. So this turns out to be 3 raised to power 5 multiplied by 3. 3 2s are 6, 6n. So you can write, add them all up. Since this is multiply, you will add. And this is your final answer. Moving on to question 13b. It says k is equals to 2 multiplied by 3 square multiplied by p cube. Okay, let's just write it down. Where p is a prime number greater than 3. Okay, p is a prime number greater than 3. Write 6k squared as a product of prime factors in terms of p. 6k squared as a product of prime factors in terms of p. Actually, I had written k squared by mistake. It's basically saying k is equals to 2 multiplied by 3 squared multiplied by p cube. So now the question is saying 6k squared. Let's first of all write down k squared. What will be k squared equals to? Look, so it will be double. All it will be raised to power 2. Right? That's how we will find k squared. So this turns out to be 2 squared multiplied by 2 2s are 4. 3 raised to power 4 multiplied by p raised to power 6. Now the question is 6k squared. So do you guys agree that the prime factors of 6 are 2 and 3? Right? So 6k squared basically means we already had k squared. We will add this 2 plus 1. I will use a different color. Plus 1. And we have this 3. We will also use plus 1. So the final answer is going to be 2 cube multiplied by 3, 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. Multiplied by p, 6. That's how you do such question. Nothing difficult. Moving on to our next question, it says P, Q, R are points on the circle. ST is a tangent to the circle at R. Okay, write down the value of X. Give a geometrical reason for your answer. So for this question, if you look at X and draw a straight line like this over here, since this is at tangent, X is going to be 55. The reason being alternate segment theory. Alright, whenever you have a tangent like this, just go straight and this would be your answer. Now another tangent from point S touches the circle at V. From point S, from this point, let me erase this. From point S touches at V. Okay. Give a geometrical reason why triangle SVR is isosceles. Now most students won't be able to understand this question because they do not make a diagram, and they are not able to make a diagram because they are not able to understand the question. It says another tangent from S touches the circle at V. So basically if I make a line like this, you are touching the circle at this point might be V. So if you look at it, this is also tangent and this is also tangent. S is coming from both points. So this line and this line, SQ and SR will basically be the same. They will both be equal. Why? Because they are from the same tangent line. Alright. So tangent line from SR will be equal to this SQ. SR and SQ both will be equal to SQ. Hence, isosceles triangle. I've even made the diagram. This is a diagram like this. These 2 points are same. That's why. Moving on to question number 15. It says A is the point 3, 16 and B is the point 8, 31. Find the equation of the line that passes through A and B. Give your answer in the form y is equals to mx plus c. First of all, we will find the gradient. Gradient, the formula is y is equals to m is equals to x y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Just write over here x1, y1, x2, y2. Now, m is equals to, the value of y2 is 31, y1 is 16, divided by x2 is 8 and x1 is 3. So m is equals to 15 upon 5 and m is equals to 3. So the gradient is 3. Second step, write down the equation y is equals to mx plus c. You can plug in either 3, 16 or you can plug in 8, 31. Let's plug in 3, 16. This is x, this is y. In place of y, write 16. In place of m, write 3 because that's the gradient. In place of x, write 3 again plus c. 16 is equals to 9 plus c. C is equals to 16 minus 9. C is equals to 7. So y is equals to m. In place of m, write 3. X plus 7. Part B. The line CD has equation y is equals to 0.5 x minus 11. Alright. First of all, let's identify the gradient.
Wait 1 second, someone's at the door again.
Alright, let's do part B again. It says that the line CD has equation 0.5x minus 11. First, identify the gradient in this line. It's 0.5. 0.5 can be written as 1 upon 2 as well. Now, the second thing is find the gradient of the line that is perpendicular. Whenever you have to find a perpendicular line, just reciprocate this. This becomes 2 upon 1 and multiply this with minus sign. Multiply this with minus sign. So, the perpendicular gradient is minus 2. Question 16. Sachin picks a number at random from the first 3 multiples of 3. He then picks a number at random from the first 3 prime numbers. Okay, these are multiples of 3. These are prime numbers. He adds the 2 numbers to find a score. Complete the table. So since this is multiple of 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. And since these are prime numbers, the first 3 prime numbers are 2, 3 and 5. It says then he adds the 2 numbers. 2 plus 6 is 8. 3 plus 6 is 9. Now 5 plus 6 is 11. 5 plus 3, I again made a silly mistake. You have to add these numbers. I'm highlighting the numbers that you need to add as well. I've highlighted them. 5 plus 3 is 8. 5 plus 6 is 11. And 5 plus 9 is 14. 3 plus 9 is 10, 11, 12. Hence you have completed the table. It says given that the score is even, find the probability that one of the numbers he picks is 9. Alright. So what's the probability of picking an even score? 1,
9.
2, 3, 4, 5. total 5 outcomes. 5 outcomes are even. He says, given that the score is even, okay, find the probability that one of the numbers he picks is 9. Alright, one of the numbers that he picks is 9. So most students will just write 1 upon 5. That is wrong. It says one of the numbers that he picks is 9. Most students don't understand this question. Now I'll tell you what does this question mean. Look, when you get these two numbers, then you add the sum of them. So you get 9 when you get 12. 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 is an even number. So basically that's one time you picked up 9, because then the other time you picked 9 is when you got 14, because 9 plus 5 is 14. Alright, so basically what was the question saying? Given that the score is even, find the probability that one of the number he picks is 9. So you will only pick up 9 when you get a score of 12 or when you get a score of 14. So the answer is 2 upon 5. Majority people get this wrong because they will think, oh, this is 9 over here, the answer is 1 upon 5. That is wrong. I hope you all understand. If not, please mention in the comments below. If anyone hardly watches my videos anyways, but one day if this gets famous, I don't know. Solve the equation. Alright, you have to solve this equation. Now what you can basically do, some students, what they will do, some people will first multiply all of this to get the answer, and they will do breaking of the middle term and all. Let's try another method. Look, 5 minus 3 is equals to 0 divided by 2x plus 7. Because it over here 2x plus 7 is being multiplied, over there it will go and it will be divided. Which basically means 5x minus 3 is equals to 0. So the first value is x is equals to 3 upon 5. Second one, 2x plus 7 is equals to 0. Now why is it 0? Most students don't even know why is it 0. Because 5 minus 3 went down there and it was divided. We divided it. So 2x is equals to 7. X is equals to minus 7 upon 2. So 3 upon 5 and minus 7 upon 2. That's how you solve this question. Moving on to question number 18. Solve the simultaneous equation. You must show all the working. So we will use substitution. As you can see, y is equals to, it says y is equals to x squared minus 9x plus 21, and the other value is 2x minus 3. So can I say y is equals to y? Yes. One value of y is x squared minus 9x plus 21. So I write x squared minus 9x plus 21 is equals to the other value of y is 2x minus 3. X squared minus 9x minus 2x plus 21 plus 3, because 3 went there, is equals to 0. X squared minus 11x plus 24 is equals to 0. Now you need to figure out two numbers such that when you multiply them you get 24, and when you add or subtract you get minus 11. So those two numbers are minus 8 and minus 3. Look, minus 8 minus 3 is minus 11, and minus 8 multiplied by minus 3 is plus 24. You can also solve quadratic equations using the calculator. So I will write x squared and plus 24 as it is. Minus 11x will be written as minus 3x minus 8x. Take common. Take x as common, x minus 3. Take minus 8 as common, this also becomes x minus 3. X minus 3, x minus 3, and x minus 8. So the value of x is going to be x is equals to 3, x is equals to 8. 3 and 8. Now let's find the corresponding value of y. I guess I zoomed out too much. So y is equals to 2x minus 3. Let's plug in the values. First value is 3. Y is equals to 2 multiplied by 3 minus 3. Y is equals to 6 minus 3. Y is equals to 3. Let's plug in the second value, which is 8. 2 8 are 16. 16 minus 3. 16 minus 3 is your 13. Yeah, hence solved. Moving on, it says in these diagrams shade the given regions. It's basically, in the first one it is saying A complement union B complement. I will be telling you guys a trick which you guys can always use. Just write down numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically A is 1, 2 and B is 2, 3. A complement is going to be numbers excluding A, which is 3, 4, and B complement will include numbers excluding B, which is 1, 4. Now you have to write down the union of A complement union B complement. So it's going to be 1, 3 and 4. Shade this region, and shade the entire box because that's 4. That's how easy it is. Moving on to the second part, again just follow my technique, write down the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. C basically includes the following elements 1, 2, 5, 6. D basically includes the following elements 2, 3, 4, 5, and E basically includes the following one 4, 5, 6, 7. ठीक है भाई. Now it's saying C union D. Okay, we don't need to change anything, we just need to find something new, which is E complement. E complement refers to all the numbers excluding E. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 and 8. Let's write down C union D first. C union D includes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Intersection E complement. E complement is what? 1, 2, 3, 8. So we just take out the common numbers. I'll highlight the common numbers. That's going to be the answer. 1 is common, 2 is common, 3 is common. So 1, 2 and 3. So we will shade which parts? We will be shading this 1, 2 and 3. That's it. So easy. Question number 20. It says f of x is 2 raised to power x minus 3, g of x is 2x minus 1, h of x is 5 upon x minus 4. So for question, I decided to use good filter now. It makes me feel better. So find f of 6. Simply just first find f of 6. Make your life easy, not miserable. F of 6 is basically going to be 2. Instead of x, you will write 6 minus 3. So it's going to be 2 raised to power 3. 2 raised to power 3 is 8 because 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 is 8. So now instead of writing f of 6, we already know that f of 6 is 8. We will write f of 8. So this is going to be 2 raised to power 8 minus 3, which is 2 raised to power 5. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. So it's going to be 32 if I'm not wrong. You write it down like this. 4, 8, 16, 32. So your final answer is going to be 32. Moving on to the second part, it basically says find G inverse G of x plus 21. Okay. So there's a way to find G inverse, F inverse, there's a way to find inverse, but look at the marks, it's just 1. So you will do it like this. G inverse, I can write it down as 1 upon G multiplied by G raised to power x plus 21. G cancel out, the final answer is going to be x plus 21. Now, find x when f of x is h raised to power 84. Let's first find h raised to power 84. Sorry, not raised to power, h of 84. This is going to be 5 upon 84 minus 4. It's going to be 5 upon 80. 5 upon 80 is basically 1 upon 16, but still I'll use the calculator. 1 upon 16.
So I received another link.
Yes, you may join that class. No worries. No worries. So basically, f of x is equals to 1 upon 16. Now what is the value of f of x? F of x is 2 raised to power x minus 3. So 2 raised to power x minus 3 is equals to 1 upon 16. Instead of writing 1 upon 16, I can write this as 1 upon 2 raised to power 4. Alright. Now 2x minus 3 is equals to 2 raised to power minus 4. So x minus 3 is equals to minus 4. X is equals to minus 4 plus 3. X is equals to minus 1. And that's your answer. Moving on to our next question, it says expand and simplify. Alright, expand and simplify. X minus 3 square, basically it's an identity. A minus b square whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Alright, so this turns out to be x square minus 6x plus 9, and then you're going to multiply it with 2x plus 5. This turns out to be 2x cube plus 5x square minus 6 2s is 12, 12x square minus plus is minus, 6 5s is 30 x, 9 2s is 18x plus 45. So look, 2x cube, subtract this, 5 minus 12 is minus 7x square. Solve this, this is going to be minus 12x plus 45. That is going to be your answer. Moving on to question 22. 7 sine x plus 2 is equals to 0. Sine x is equals to 7 sine x is equals to minus 2. Sine x is equals to minus 2 upon 7. X is equals to sine inverse minus 2 upon 7. Alright. So minus 2. It's minus 16.60. We make a quadrant. Add sugar to coffee. Add sugar to coffee. Since we already know that sine is negative, add means all sine, cos, tan are positive. S means only sine is positive. Tan and cos are negative. Tan means only tan is positive. So we will take the negative quadrants for sine. So one of them is this and the other is this one. So it's going to be 180 plus 16.60, which is going to be 196.6. The other is going to be 360 minus, because we are going back, 16.60, which is going to be, just calculate it just for the sake of it, 343.4, and you're done. Simplify. Alright, let's simplify this question over here. First, write down the equation 3xy plus 36y minus 5x minus 60. Take common. We will take 3y as common. Alright. And the remaining will be x plus 3 12s is 36. Take minus 5 as common. The remaining will be this, x plus 12. X plus 12, x plus 12 is common. X plus 12 and 3y minus 5. So this is what the upper equation is equals to, x plus 12, 3y minus 5. Now 2x square minus 288, take 2 as common, it will become x square minus 144. Okay, x square minus, this is an identity. Which identity? A square minus b square is equals to a plus b and a minus b. So I should have done the work more neatly. Let's just write it over here. X square minus 144, this is going to be x plus 12, x minus 12. Okay, so write it over here, 2 x plus 12, x minus 12. X plus 12, x plus 12 gets cancelled out. 3y minus 5 upon 2 x minus 12. That is going to be your final answer. So that's it for today guys. If you find any mistake at the end of the day, I am also human. If I made any sort of calculation mistake or something, please do mention them in the comments below. I will try to rectify it. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, please do mention them in the comments below. Like, share and subscribe. Allah Hafiz.